hanging out with you and your friends while your old guy friends playing guitar. I'm like, one of those guys is Paul McCartney.
I know. You can't say like you're hanging out with old men playing the guitar. They're Rolling Stones.
So what I'm hearing is that there's gonna probably be a like special edition of Movie Talk coming soon, but it's not this After Dark.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
So on the next episode of Movie Talk, we are reviewing Rum Diaries, the film where Amber and Johnny met.
The thing that started it all.
You can ruin your life in more ways than one.
Hey.
Excellent.
Also-
check it out on the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Oh no, I just wanted to bring up one last thing about it. Like, I love that actors are so dramatic, because in one of the recordings, Johnny Depp is like, "Cut me, I bleed." And I'm like, you're saying that right now? Aren't you dealing with shit? Like, don't, why are you like doing theater? Cut me, I bleed. I know I do.
Okay, I have not been following.
Merchant of Venice, which is set in a famous courtroom scene. It's actually an interesting usage.
That's great, but he was in a conversation, a normal day-to-day conversation with his partner.
Was that a
Maybe
movie?
just be
But wait,
level-headed
was he
about it.
not
Merchant
on
of
the
Venice?
stage?
No, it was
Yeah,
no,
actually a very.
Shakes.
It's a Shakespeare play. There's a lot of movies made of it.
no, it was in one of the recordings. He wasn't even on stage. He was just
We're
saying
past
it.
that, Aaron.
So what you're
never heard
saying
of this play.
is Johnny Depp is quoting Shakespeare in his everyday life.
In an argument of like, dude, just
I
like
mean,
say
don't-
something normal.
don't you?
Maybe just
Most
talk.
of you quote Shakespeare in your everyday life, and you probably don't even know it.
know that.
So
Hook coming down the
mother
pipe.
know
I think
you
that was
wear a
from
dress.
13th.
No. It's all Greek to me. Is a phrase that Shakespeare made up.
Really?
yeah,
We're in a pickle.
I'm pretty sure that's the phrase Haldor made up. I think that's the origin
In
of that one.
Shakespeare's will, he wrote his wife's second best bed.
Well, yeah, because you gave the first best bed as
lover.
dowry or to your guests.
Wait, what?
The second best bed is actually the bed that the marital bed that you would sleep in, because you save your best bed for guests as a sign of hospitality. Thank you for the confirmation, Baroness.
Okay.
Thank you. I was
took it as a barb.
Yeah, no, it was actually a huge gift that it was given to her at all, instead of being gifted to one of their daughters as part of their dowry. So, like, no,
okay.
he was actually taking care of her. You're welcome.
Okay.
History.
The more
Shakespeare.
You know.
My real life
Good to
proficiency.
know. Let's talk about Ezra Miller then.
We had some bits left over, did we?
Oh, yeah, that's
I have
fine.
so many bits,
There's
got
two
one.
y'all.
over here.
I got one.
No, I
So we got
think I threw mine.
two,
I've got 4.
so 6, 7, 8 over here.
9.
Are we putting those in the boy or are we buying cards?
I see nothing.
Hey, there's
I don't know.
nothing
It's,
in
you can leave them on the table, but I just need to calculate into the.
Math.
When
math,
did we
math.
do the last giveaway?
Mine.
I think it was very recently.
The last boy giveaway?
Yeah.
It was real recent. Wasn't it on Nat 1 a couple weeks ago?
It was not- no, it was
Tavern
actually
Upkeep was
on-
Cthulhu last Saturday.
It was so it would have been Chaos Agent.
Oh, you're right. It was Chaos Agents. Why am I the one who remembers
I don't know.
this?
Anyway,
I don't-
I'm gonna put 9
I remember
in the
very well.
Discord. That's for me to remember.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird moment for me, because it has been a running joke on Swords and Sages that I cannot catch the bits to save my life. I caught every single bit that was thrown at me. This is the most bits I've ever gotten, and I wasn't even playing my own character. Thank you, Matt. I miss you.
You have permission to play the lock if you want to come back next week.
I will just, we can make this a running joke. I can just do a rotating run of covering whoever's out.
Oh,
It's
that-
gonna get real weird though.
Oh, I need like 2 Tuesdays, like next month or something.
This thing here, underneath the crypt,
I knew.
totally planned.
As of 2 o'clock this afternoon.
As of 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Because I was sitting on the futon over there when Thomas gave me a very strange look and said, "I have a terrible idea," and then walked in here and started building things. And I was summarily dismissed from the conversation.
When inspiration hits.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's great. I'm looking forward to what all of this is.
So the interesting thing, so to me, and building lore and stuff. So I honestly, a lot of this happened spur of the moment. I definitely way over prepared for that Guild of the 5E's game compared to this. I've got like stat blocks written out in that module.
Well, you're also planning to write that up and do that on DM's Guild.
Yes.
So.
But this one definitely more free flowing, and this came to me today. However, I know like 3 steps down it connects. So it's like, oh, this is just how that could have happened.
Sure.
So, and it also allows me to drop a fight in a city where you can't just drop a fight into a city of people that
live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really have marauding bands of wolves in like 98% of major urban areas.
OTX, though, apparently, just turn up out of the sewer.
I still hold that because I dipped out halfway through that fight, I still hold it would have been funnier if it turned out Crystal was a shapeshifter and turned into the audience. Because that's what I thought happened when I came back. I was like, oh shit, these are scary strippers. I was like, oh no, they're the normal kind of scary, not that kind of scary. My bad.
They used to love when I transformed into an OTUG on stage. They loved it.
And now the taste has all grown thin and dry.
I was gonna say, no, that actually sounds like a Swords and Sages maneuver. the shape-shifting strippers.
Tentacles.
I thought the implication was more
Hold
that.
on to make a note.
You know how it's like a myth that crocodiles, alligators are in our sewers?
yeah.
That's what I thought the equivalent was. Like, oh, well,
It
I guess
might be.
it's
Myth.
true. I
Yeah.
guess it's fucking true. I mean, I guess there's
In
some
New York,
cases.
it wouldn't surprise me.
I have not been.
I mean, Florida, I'm sure that there's...
New York
Florida, hell
subway,
yeah.
no, there's all kinds of shit
Well,
down there.
have you seen if you in certain places the sewer water is enough that if you flush a live goldfish down to the sewer, they will grow to like full goldfish can get to be like this big if they have the space and live long enough.
So I just have to piss in the tank. Okay.
Yes,
not what she
that's how they
said
get
at all.
superpowers. It's kind of like falling into a vat of radiation or being bitten by a spider. You pee on your
I would
goldfish.
love to see a goldfish this big. That'd be
They're
amazing.
really pretty.
They're called koi?
Koi.
They're
Is that
not
what they are?
different
Oh.
breeds.
Okay. But similar to carp.
I
I'm
mean,
talking
they're
about the eyes one that are just like, wow.
Oh, those. Oh, yeah, like their eyes are just like
Where do goldfish live naturally?
in like other
Aquariums?
creatures' stomachs.
Yeah, no, an aquarium. Yeah, the only
Water?
goldfish we have like that I know of are like domestic, enclosed, captured. Where in the wild can I go and see a goldfish?
the sewers apparently.
You gotta find. You gotta
What
search
region
really
of the
hard.
world?
Start with the Pacific.
I think they're. I think they're native to certain freshwater streams. This is not a thing that I remember. I know a lot about desert hamsters. I don't know why.
Those
but
exist?
Yeah, that's their natural habitat is the desert.
And they're now
Gerbils?
extinct already.
Apparently, the goldfish is native to East Asia.
That makes sense. So koi, like you said,
Okay.
related, yeah.
Although the infestations are threatening in North America because
People keep flushing them down the toilet or
Yeah.
releasing them in streams.
goldfish released into the wild have become an invasive pest in parts of North
What?
America.
They're an invasive species?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
So you can murder goldfish in the wild and get away with it.
That is totally what I just heard there. Yeah.
If you ever see one.
Yeah.
The Great Lakes have a Asian carp problem.
Yes.
But apparently they originated in China and began being kept and bred over 1,000 years ago. That's cool.
I liked playing Barry.
I love this. I love this Crypt. I loved it both because I see how it's expanding on the. Again, this is weird for me because I've been watching the show and now I'm here having to be like, oh God, do I remember anything that happened?
And we
Apparently
don't.
just as well as anyone else. So I'm
Exactly.
fine.
It's good to have you.
You did remember more than us, though.
Yeah,
Like some things that you were like, no, I just saw it.
Mind like a steel trap. No, but it was really fun. I also fully mechanically was like, oh, Thomas knew I was coming in and was like, I cannot let them go to the strip club until I have all of them here, so we've got to delay this.
It's Thursday. The strip club's on Saturday. There is
Yeah.
a lot of
get
fun
Is this-
that happen.
is
You can fast forward.
In game.
Could you?
This is
I want to
Strip club
long
doesn't
rest,
happen next week.
and I
no.
want to stare at a wall all
This is
day.
very much like all of these like one shots that become 5 shots. There is this weird time dilation that happens where I'm like, you guys have only been like in-game campaign time has only been like 2 days in this town, hasn't it? Since you
Yeah,
got to
in the
Korea.
town. It was,
Yeah.
you know, we
No, I know you traveled for a while, but
Yeah, that's about right. It's been maybe 3 days.
yeah, you spent like 1 day cleaning, 1 day harassing a teenager and getting jumped in an alley by strippers,
No,
and then
that
one
was,
the same
that was
day.
all the same day.
That was the night.
Yeah. So
bad.
we arrived in Port Thoria and we spent the night in the hotel. Well, spent the night. We went to the strip club, and then the
you
fol-
left your bags in the hotel.
The only way to spend your
And then
first
the
night.
following morning, we did the will reading, and that was when we went into the house, discovered that things
Cleaned the
were
house.
torn to shit, cleaned it up,
got jumped by strippers, spent the night drinking wine, and then went to shopping episode. Got it. Okay.
So yeah, you're right. This is like day 3.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then on Saturday, it's Father's Day, and you'll be fine.
We spent a lot of times traveling.
So,
Oh yeah, I was a little bit.
so I have mentioned this before.
Thanks.
The story is happening. Right?
Whether or not we get to be involved with
There are factions
it.
and elements that are happening. So, if you decide that you just want to stare at the wall all day, that will have consequences for other things.
Good consequences?
Maybe, if you guys don't get involved, maybe.
There's no moral imperative on consequences.
Yeah.
Staring at the wall is a useful activity. Lilac does it often.
You slept for 3 days.
For the entire time in the town. Yeah.
You only slept for a day.
Yeah,
Oh, a
basically.
day.
It was a long nap.
It was a real long nap.
What is a day or a year
Yeah.
in the world of dreams?
Times. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got some cards left over.
Yep.
The
Let's
1,000 lifetimes.
gather them up. Let's see what.
Lilac is a very lucid dreamer.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun.
Gonna be interesting.
I'm enjoying it. Thank you guys for being part of it. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining us today.
Yeah.
for
Thank
having
you
me.
guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for rolling with the whole. No, I'm gonna make you follow the rules thing.
Oh, yeah. Well,
What?
Rules in this economy?
Yeah,
The shield.
yeah.
You can't make me. It's all right. Lilac never. This is a new experience because they don't train with shields in the academy. It's only staff weapons.
Nice.
We'll get to explain.
Uzo doesn't let people train in other like.
Nope.
Nope.
It's all he knows.
He makes them.
Remy would have
spear
issues with
fighters?
this for
He doesn't,
sure.
he doesn't ask Andraste to come in now and again and
Remy
teach them
would
how to use a
undermine the
shield.
fuck out of this.
The kids are actually really good with staff weapons.
Because Andraste knows how to use shields.
I hate this,
Sword!
I'm a fifth level
Making fun of me
sword.
and beating me.
I'm a fifth level sword master, but I don't know how to
If you
use a
if
spear.
you have to be really proficient with a sword to like let him make the exception to let you use that.
You've got like a blade singer wizard and a College of Swords bard over in the
Yeah.
back. Like, how am I supposed to use this?
Drizzt shows up.
I don't
like,
know.
Here's a staff.
Maybe your parents should have taught you.
Oh, at the orphanage.
I also like the implication that you think that he invites Andraste to come instead of Andraste just showing up to be like, why?
Yeah.
That is pretty much her role in
I
the
have not-
Foxy Irregular.
I've not seen a single episode of season 1. And I
But you're
know
right.
this.
So that means that little Remy is learning to fight with the spear at public school.
A halberd,
I
a spear,
demand-
a pike, a staff,
I
whatever, a
demand
javelin.
we roleplay it.
I was gonna say,
That
We
would,
will not just
Please give me
introduce
the
it
one
and say
shot
it's
of this.
canon.
that would be a really fun one-shot to do.
There is going to be, it will take place at the school board meeting. Because the school is teaching things that parents don't want them to know.
For a sec, wait, this is the school, not the orphanage?
yes,
the same.
it's
It's the same.
thing.
So the orphanage is open. The academy, the orphanage is opened up to general kids admissions, familied and moneyed and poor and everyone. If you qualify, like you can attend based on space. And it's like PTA meetings are something that happens that Uzo has no interest in.
It was all Randall.
He's sitting at the table just listening to people gripe and complain.
I love the idea of Remy and the wife, like, or
kill
the mom,
everybody.
just like, I am never bringing my kid there.
Winifred.
He's gonna teach him how to use a staff.
Her name is Winifred.
Winifred.
I can't decide if I want more just everybody from season 1 in the PTA meeting, or if I want the schoolyard brawl of all of the children descended from the OG crew. Both scenarios seem like nightmares, and I fully support
I
them.
want the kids war. I want the kid war.
Kids like playground brawl.
It's how he was trained. It's all he knows.
Who
and that's
bred
what
with
he-
ruckus?
Oh, he's fine. No, he's good. He did not have a kid. He's
I
betting on
don't
the
see you
kids.
taking notes on this, Thomas. This is gold. Just
Okay,
write
that
this down.
I 100% believe.
I'm Uncle Rucky. I'm just with Remy right now.
You sometimes catch Lilac doing like a spirit spin with the staff going behind his back and throwing it up in the air.
This was like my terrible nightmare suggestion I was going to give James, is that we should do a one-shot of Frost Maiden where it's Mark, Azar, and Elspeth and Imdra's baby show up in Waterdeep to break Donovan out of jail.
I mean, I still want to do the Argent Sword one shot where we go and free.
No, but that's like actual plot. You need more bullshit in there.
Have you met us?
We just show up at this table.
This is
We'll
pretty
make
much
bullshit happen, my dear.
It's where I
Oh my
live.
gosh. Bessie. Rip.
This is gonna be great.
You know, there was a horse that was eaten by were-rats.
What?
Bessie?
Bessie was the
You're
horse
Bessie?
eaten by were-rats.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it was like really traumatizing.
That belonged to Matt's character.
Yeah,
So funny.
It was, I think
funny.
it was his animal companion, but I
Yes.
think it was going to be his animal companion
We,
when he got to that
we weren't
level.
third level yet. He couldn't have an animal companion yet. And
So
then
Bessie
he went.
didn't even exist?
No,
Didn't
Bessie
even
was
make it.
there, but
She
didn't
never
have
made it to
her,
companionship.
And then because so a couple things weren't explained very well. Matt then went until like level 5 without an animal companion because he thought that because Bessie had died, he couldn't have a new one.
But you can't.
Mechanics
everybody-
are hard, y'all.
And
a lot
everybody
of
kept
them.
trying to force new animal companions onto him,
Oh,
and
it
he
was-
just wouldn't take the bait.
He killed most of them.
He was suffering deep-seated trauma. Meanwhile, we had an entire menagerie in a game that had no rangers. So
Oh, we had deer. We had a deer that followed us around almost the entire campaign.
and the narc owl.
I mean, owls are narcs.
There's some good times on this channel.
For sure.
And I'm glad to be part of them. I'm glad to be part of this.
Me too. All right, so that's it. We're gonna wrap it up. Thank you, patrons.
Good night.
Whew, we'll see you next
I'm
time.
gonna go home and sleep.
Peace.